So as I continue to work with Chaka, we see that he broke there and I'm at an 8. So I said, nope, down at 8. Probably did 8 again, but now I'm going to dial up to 12 because we're adding more distraction and challenge. So that was nope down at 12. Probably nope down at 12 again, so I'm going to bump it up to 16 to help him lay down because he kept sitting. So I tapped again at 16. And now I'm going to actually stay at the correction numbers and stop prompting the obedience. So I'm not cueing him with the obedience right now. I'm just using the remote for corrections because we're adding more distractions in a rapid time. I want to make sure that I'm not going low and going back high. Let me just stay at the correction number right now and help him work through the distractions. The big thing to remember is to continue to pay your dog through this because you're creating clarity for them. You're helping them figure out if they've made mistakes, but we also want to make sure we create a lot of opportunities for success. So using food to help reinforce our going into position as well as staying in position and holding position with a minor or major distraction will help our puppy really problem solve what we want him to do. He's got the long line on, and if he needs guidance or seems confused at any point, I will use the long line and guide him. At this point, he's doing a good job about just responding to the verbal cues. But I am doing this with the long line because this is probably his most challenging session, and I want to be able to guide him if he's confused. I will hold him accountable with corrections. I will prompt him as he needs it, but I also want to be able to guide him because we're putting a lot of pieces together at one time. My body language can also be engaging to help him come over and be close to me for recall. If he steps out of position, I can move forward and use body spatial pressure to help him get back into command as well. And I believe we're at 12 or 16 at this point. He's going to break again, and I'll say nope down and get him back into a DOW in. But it's important that we've got the long line on if he needs it. I am reinforcing a lot right now. Food's not forever, but when you're doing challenging sessions, I want to keep it fun. I want to keep him successful and keep him motivated to problem solve. If he never wins, if he keeps just making mistakes over and over, you got to pause for a minute, step back on your distractions, and help your dog be successful. So again, I'm going to hold you accountable, but I'm also going to give you a lot of clarity of successes with food to let you know that you're doing the right thing. So Chaka's doing really well. This was probably his most challenging session yet.